Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Is everybody able to listen to me properly, right? No issues with the audio or the video, right, guys? Okay, great, guys. Awesome, awesome. So today we are having one more student with us that is going to study. Let's make sure that he's also comfortable and he's also able to study properly, right? Okay, great, guys. Let me just give my chair a little bit of height so that I'm able to come to the height of the camera itself. So what are you trying to do? Huh? So guys, we are going to like learn with Oscar today, and we are having a very important guest with us right over here. Let me just get the chair as high as it is possible. Okay. Okay, guys. So the backend development class is from 9:15, guys. Okay, do not worry. There are two classes today. Okay, guys. So how is everybody? Is everybody fine? Is everybody great? Please let me know, guys. Is everybody fine? Is everybody great? Please let me know. Many of you guys might be coming for the very first time for a bootcamp organized via DevTown itself. Many of you guys might be oldies that already know me as well as Oscar. But nevertheless, before we are able to start, could you guys let me know a little bit about yourself, guys? Could you guys let me know a little bit about yourself? Introduce yourself, guys. What are you currently doing and from where are you from? Okay. Do let me know a little bit about yourself, guys, before we are able to start. Before we are able to start, guys, could you guys let me know a little bit more about yourself, guys? Where are you from and what are you currently doing? We are having people from Punjab, Delhi, Chennai, Telangana. We are having people from Hyderabad. We're having people from a lot of different places, Ethiopia as well. A lot of students are joining us from Ethiopia and Pakistan as well. Orissa, Maharashtra. I'm able to see people from Bangalore, Ranchi, and a lot many number of places as well. That's really great to see so many of you guys joining us right over here to learn. It's really amazing, guys. We are having people from Nigeria. We are having people from various different places as well. That's really awesome to see so many of you guys actually interested to learn GitHub. Very few people actually like GitHub, but they actually forget that for a software engineer, GitHub is one of the most important tools out there, guys. Right? So we are having people from Sri Lanka, Coimbatore, and a lot of different places. That's really great to see you guys joining us right over here. Now that some of you guys have introduced yourself to us, guys, let me introduce myself to you guys. So my name is Shaurya Sinha, and I will be taking up these 5 days of classes on Git and GitHub, guys. Git and GitHub is one of the most important tools that comes up in the technology of DevOps. We'll try to understand what DevOps is and where does Git and GitHub and version control fit this entire scenario itself, guys. So a little bit of backstory about me. So I started out my journey as a data analyst intern. So I got my 2 months internship at as a data analyst at Reliance Industries in the second year of my college. In the third year of my college, I got a 6 months internship and I worked as a data scientist intern in Geo itself. After that, for my first job, I joined Google as an Explore ML lead. That is a machine learning lead at Google. I worked in Google for almost 1.5 years itself. After that, I shifted my journey into full stack web development. I worked as a front end engineer, a back end engineer, a DevOps engineer in various different startups. I try to gain as much experience as possible right over there. And currently, I'm working as a software development engineer. In the sidelines, I love teaching. I love to interact with new people and understand their perspective as well. So due to that very reason, we started this entire journey in DevTown. As you are able to see right over here, we are here with you guys in this 7 days, in this 5 days bootcamp, guys, because this is GitHub, not a very big topic. To that, we'll be having the bootcamp for 5 days itself. In this 5 days, guys, we are going to learn a lot about DevOps, about Git, GitHub, and version control, and we will be learning it practically itself. That is hands-on, so that you guys are also able to understand. You don't need to have any kind of knowledge or any kind of prerequisite for this particular bootcamp, guys. You don't need to know anything about DevOps. You don't need to know anything about GitHub version control. I'll be teaching you guys everything from the utmost scratch, guys, from the utmost basics. Okay, so no prerequisite is there. Just that you should be able to understand my English. That is all that I want. Okay, you should be able to understand my English. That is all that I want, guys. So there are two best things about this bootcamp. Do you want to know about them? You want to know what are the two best things about this bootcamp, guys? Please let me know. The first thing is the entire bootcamp is completely free of cost. We don't charge anything for our bootcamps, guys. The bootcamp is completely free of cost. We want you guys to learn right over here. We want you guys, the only thing that we want from your end is your love, your support, and your dedication to learn. That's it. Nothing else. The second particular best thing about this bootcamp is that we get 4 certificates. So Alicia has already said that to us right over here, right? We get 4 certificates in this bootcamp. So yes, you guys will be like, "Arey, DevTown certificate, we don't count that as well." So let's keep the DevTown certificate separate. Except the DevTown certificates, you will be receiving a Microsoft certificate at the end of this bootcamp. You will be receiving a Google certificate as well as an Amazon certificate as well. These are the 3 certificates except the DevTown certificate. So total number of certificates will be 4 that you will be receiving at the end of this bootcamp itself, guys. The backend web development bootcamp is at 9:15, guys. So please wait at that point of time. Yes. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. The only thing that we want to do right over here is to increase your knowledge, increase your expertise in the topic of Git, GitHub, and version control. Now, this particular topic that is there is very, very, very important for anybody who wants to get into the software engineering field. Whether you want to get into data science, you want to get into artificial intelligence, you want to get into machine learning, you want to get into full stack, front end, back end, DevOps, cloud computing, anything. This is a very important topic for you guys to understand. Most of you guys must be familiar with GitHub. Many of you guys might not be familiar with GitHub as well. Okay, but the point is that this bootcamp is going to be very important. The second particular thing is that the only communication language that we'll be using will be English, guys. We will not be using any other regional languages. The reason for that is we are not just getting students from India or not just from the North India itself, right? We are having students from all across the globe. We are having students from US, UK, Kenya, Nigeria, and from South India as well that are joining us for this particular bootcamp. So English is what we will be using for communication itself, guys. Again, guys, just a little bit of help if I'm able to get from you guys, it will be very great for me. If anybody's asking for the backend web development bootcamp 7th day of that, please do let them know that the bootcamp is going to start at 9:15, guys. Okay, will that be possible? Please let me know, guys. Could you guys let me know? Will it be possible for you guys? If somebody's asking for the backend development class, just let them know that the class is going to start from 9:15 itself. So I will be able to focus much more upon the teaching aspect. Again, guys, I know some of you guys might know some of the stuff that I'm already teaching. Please try to understand many new students are also joining us right now, right? So we need to make sure that everybody is able to learn from the utmost beginnings itself, okay? Everybody is learning here from the utmost beginnings. So please stay with us, learn right over here slowly and steadily from the basics. I will be building up your concepts to the advanced level as well. Okay, so let's get started with our today's class, guys. So it is very simple. First, let's ask a very basic question. How many of you guys have no idea what is web development? How many of you guys have no idea what is web development, guys? Could you guys let me know? Could you guys let me know how many of you guys have no idea what is web development, guys? Please let me know. Okay, guys. So those who have some idea about web development, please be a little bit patient. Make sure that you are able to help the other students out. I'll start with the utmost scratch. That is what is web development. So first of all, guys, you are using websites, right? Right now we are using youtube.com. You are using netflix.com. You're using google.com. That is not the case that, okay, one day you guys just the entire world woke up from their sleep and God was like, here, take this Netflix and enjoy the rest of your life itself. It is not like that. Somebody created it and some human created it. Actually, they coded the entire thing, right? So somebody had to create this website, and creating the art of creating the website, the process of creating a website itself is called as web development. The people who create these websites are called as web developers. Now any website in this entire world has 5 aspects to it. This is what I call as the 5 pillars of web development, guys. Okay, this is what I call as the 5 pillars of web development, guys. Let's try to understand these pillars of web development first of all. So maybe you guys are not having an information about websites, but everybody right over here knows restaurants, right? Everybody right over here. So those guys who haven't registered for this bootcamp, take a chill pill. I will inform you at the end of the class itself what you have to do. Right now, focus upon the class itself. Okay. So let us take up the example of a restaurant itself. Okay. So let me take up my paint itself right over here and let us start with that. In the meanwhile, I'll just open up your live chat on my mobile phone so that I'm able to see your chats and I'm able to see if you guys are able to understand the topic that I'm teaching or not. So I'll just open up the live chat on my mobile phone as well. Okay. So right over here, guys. Just let me connect my tablet to my computer. Okay, and where is my pen? Okay, right over here. It's okay. So let's get started, guys. So any type of restaurant, okay, when you go to a restaurant as a user, you are going there, you want to eat food right over there, right? You will be seeing a table, there will be some chairs right over there. Then you will be having some kind of decorations that will be there, maybe some carpet that they have put up, maybe some lighting that they have made to make sure that the ambience looks good right over there, right? So this is the place where you go, where you sit, you order your food, and you are able to interact with the rest of the restaurant as well. As a user, this is the only place which you are able to see and interact with. This is called as the front end of the restaurant, guys. Okay, this is called as the front end of the restaurant. Okay, please try to understand these are some technical terms that we will need to understand before starting out with GitHub and version control. Okay, the second particular thing that is there is similar to that. Whenever you open up a website as well, any kind of website, guys, let us go to netflix.com. Okay, let us go to netflix.com, guys. When you open up any kind of website, for example, I've opened up netflix.com. I don't work at Netflix, right? I don't work at Netflix. I've just taken up a subscription and here I've opened up netflix.com right over here. So this is the front end of Netflix. This is where as a user, I'm able to interact with the website. I'm able to see what are the different things that are happening right over there. I'm able to hover over certain things and I'm able to watch the entire movie or the entire series itself, right? So this is the place where we are able to interact with the website, and this is called as the front end of the website, just like the front end of a restaurant itself. Are you guys able to understand this concept of front end of a website, guys? Could you guys let me know? Are you guys able to understand this concept of front end of a website, guys? Please let me know, guys. Again, guys, every single bootcamp, there is no relationship between two bootcamps. For every single bootcamp, we expect that the students joining us, there are new students joining us as well. So we expect that they don't know about the topic. So we like to start from the utmost beginning so that they are able to understand every single topic right over there. Okay, so keep that in account. In a similar manner, guys, now inside of, so how do you feel if you are ordering a pizza, right? You're going to a restaurant and you're ordering a pizza. Why didn't you create that pizza at home? Because you didn't knew how to create that exact same pizza. You like Domino's pizza. So what do? You go right over there at Domino's, you order the pizza right over there. How would you feel if that chef is bringing all the tomatoes and the onions, garlic, everything to your table and then starts cutting them up, peeling them up right over there and starts creating their secret sauce in front of you, then create the entire pizza in front of you itself? The entire business logic of your restaurant relies on the fact that the user does not know how to create that exact same pizza, that secret sauce that gives it the flavor, that gives it the texture itself, that remains a secret within the organization itself. That is the reason why the chefs do not come to your table to create the entire thing in front of you. Otherwise, you will learn how to create that secret sauce. You'll go back home and you will say that I don't want to come to this restaurant anymore. I can create the exact same thing at my home itself. Why am I going to waste my time and my efforts and my money going there and creating that and paying for the exact same thing, right? So what they do is, restaurants do not create food in front of you. They have another place that they call as the kitchen. This is the place where your food gets created, right? Inside of the kitchen, this is the place where your food gets created. Let's assume this is your kitchen right over here. So as a user, as a person who is going there to eat, I am not allowed to enter into the kitchen, guys. As a user who is going there to eat, I'm not allowed to enter into the kitchen. Only the people working right over there inside of that restaurant are allowed to go into the kitchen, and that is where they create the food that you order, making sure that the business logic remains secure, right? And inside of the kitchen itself, there will be a storage unit as well. In this storage unit or a refrigerator, they will be storing their vegetables, their meat, their spices right over there, right? Inside of the storage unit. In a similar manner to that as well, guys, when you go to the Netflix website, why do people buy the Netflix subscription itself? Because first of all, it is able to offer you so many different movies, so many different TV series at one particular point of time. You're not having any kind of TV series or movies on your local computer. You are able to access that using Netflix itself. So Netflix has the access to all these movies, all these TV series, that is your spices and the like meat and the vegetables that they need to create the food itself. The second particular thing is their movie recommendation engine, right? The movie or TV series recommendation engine itself. They have created a particular business logic that is able to give you guys a reference that okay, you have previously watched Demon Slayer, you have previously watched Black Clover, so in that particular way you can watch My Hero Academia, or maybe like the Seven Deadly Sins once again. So they are able to provide you with kind of references that you can watch this particular movie as well. Now, as a user, I don't have the access to the movie recommendation engine that is there in the back end. This is called as the back end of a website or back end of a restaurant itself. It is stored somewhere else, and only the people, only a few people working at Netflix, only a few people working at Netflix have the access to that particular backend itself, guys, and they are the ones who are creating it. So that is what is called as the back end of a website. Now, all this business logic and all this back end that I'm talking about is basically your simple thing, that is code. And is nothing else but code itself, guys. Now, code cannot exist inside of air, right? Code cannot exist inside of air. Let me know. It needs a device to run. It needs a device to run right over there, guys. Now, that particular device that is there is usually called as a server. That particular device that is out there is usually called as a server, guys. Now, a server is nothing else but just a laptop without a screen. Think about it in such a way. A server is nothing else but just a laptop without a screen, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. A server is nothing else but just I'm very sorry. I think so the Oscar hair is there in my mouth. Okay, server is nothing else but just a laptop without a screen. It has CPU, it has GPU, it has RAM, it has storage, it has everything just like a laptop without a screen, guys. Now, many of you guys will be like, sir, I've never seen a server. I can guarantee you one thing. There are 1,000 students live with us right now. I can guarantee you one thing, that every one of you have seen a server. I can give you guys in a written guarantee that every one of you have actually seen a server at some particular point of time. Let me show you guys. So this is what server basically looks like. Any kind of English movies that you guys might have seen at some particular point of time, you might have seen these type of places inside of the movie, especially English movies itself, wherein the protagonist is going right over there. He's connecting his laptop into the one of these devices, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to delete everything, I'm going to hack everything right over there. So actually that does not work like that, but yeah, that is what is a server room, a room full of servers. Every one of these boxes that you guys are able to see right over here, guys, every one of these boxes that you are able to see right over here inside of these shelves is one server, guys, is one server. Now, these are basically built to contain within them the backend code, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. This is built to contain the backend code inside of it and run the backend code inside of it itself, guys. That is the reason why these servers exist. These are specialized computers, guys. These are not the normal computers. They're specialized computers, and these are very, very, very costly. These are not cheap, guys. A very good server having a good capacity might cost you upwards of $1 lakh. That is the cost of a good server. Upwards of $1 lakh, guys. That's the cost of having a server. Now, for us, if you want to have our own website, it is not practical to buy a server worth rupees $1 lakh, right? It's not practical for us to buy a server worth rupees $1 lakh. So what we do, we rent it out. Companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft have millions, hundreds and millions of servers throughout the entire globe. These have a lot of money and they buy these servers themselves. And what they do is they provide you these servers at rent. They don't charge, like they don't tell you that, okay, you have to buy the server. Now, not just buying the server, guys. Buying a server is costing you $1 lakh. You need to maintain it. If that server burns down or something happens to the server, you have to replace it. You have to make sure that everything is working absolutely fine on that server itself. It's a lot of cost with just the maintenance and replacement itself. So these companies have handle that. They will buy the server for you. They'll maintain the server for you. If a server gets destroyed, they will change the server for you as well. What you have to do is, if you want to use the server, you rent it out. You want to use it for 10 minutes, you pay just for the utilization of 10 minutes itself. You want to use it for 1 year, you pay according to that itself. So in that way, your cost of having a server reduces. And that is the third pillar of web development, that is called as your cloud computing, guys. That is called as your cloud. So first pillar is front end. Second pillar is your back end. The third pillar is your cloud computing. My handwriting is very, very, very bad, but I hope that you guys are able to understand that it is cloud computing right over there that I've written. So like I said, guys, companies like Amazon, so AWS, Amazon Web Services, then you are having Google, GCP, Google Cloud Platform, then you are having Microsoft's Azure, are some of the well-known cloud computing platforms that are out there that help you rent out servers from these companies. Now, coming to the fourth and the most important pillar of web development for this particular bootcamp is your DevOps, guys. Is your DevOps. The fourth and the most important for us, because here we are going to learn about GitHub version control that lies under DevOps, guys. So understanding DevOps for us is going to be very important. What is the role right over there should be very important for us, guys. So DevOps. Now think about DevOps in such a way. For example, many of you guys might be facing this issue as well. Something is working on your computer or on your phone. If it is working, a software or a game is working absolutely fine in your computer or on your phone itself. But when you give it to your friend, okay, when you give it to your friend or your colleague itself, it is not working on their computer. Have you guys faced this particular problem, guys? Please let me know. Have you guys faced this particular problem, guys? Please let me know. Like something is working absolutely well on your computer, on your PC. You give that to your friend on his computer or on his PC, it is not working at all. Have you guys faced this issue? It happens to you sometimes. Now think about it from a perspective of a company. Let's assume Google. So I used to work at Google. At Google, there are 40,000 developers, guys. 40,000 developers. Many of these developers are actually working on some similar projects or on the same projects as well. Now we have to share our whatever we have written, whatever we have coded, we have to share it with the other developers. Now if it is working on my computer but it is not working on their computer itself, then that is not a good thing, right? Like the people will start calling me and abusing me that what have you sent right over there. My manager will be like, what is happening right over here? You are not even able to send me a proper code. It is not working. What have you done for the previous 6 months itself? That shouldn't happen. These used to happen a lot previously, guys, a lot in these companies. So they came up with a particular term, that is DevOps. It is made out of two words, guys, development and operations. So writing code is basically development. but making sure that that code runs anywhere on any PC, whether it is a Windows PC and Linux PC, it is a iOS PC, it's a Mac OS PC itself, it should work everywhere. That is the concept of DevOps. Like integrating, bridging these two things, making sure that everything is very smooth in these companies. So these type of problem statements that are there, that something is working on my computer, it is not working on anybody else's computer. These type of problem statements are solved using DevOps. Now, another one of the main problems that is there in these companies related to this development and operations is that, let's assume we are not writing code. We don't know anything about coding itself, guys. We are writing an essay. Okay, we are writing an essay itself. Everybody knows how to write an essay, right? In your schools, you guys must have written a lot of essays in the English language, or maybe another language as well. That is up to you guys, right? So let's assume you start writing. Let's assume you are writing an essay on DevTown. Okay, you are writing an essay on DevTown. So you open it up on the very first day. You write some of the stuff right over here. That okay, I've written some of the stuff. You are like, okay, this is all that I can write. I will save this as the version 1.1. Okay, I will save this as the version 1.1. Then next day I want to make some changes to it, but I don't know that, okay, I might need to, like, I want to keep the original version. I want to create a new version. I want to make changes to that. So what you'll do is you will make a copy of this. You will make a copy of this. You will edit the exact same thing so that you are able to keep the previous version, as well as on the new version itself, guys, you are able to make changes. So maybe you are writing the same stuff, you are adding some pictures right over here, you are writing some more stuff, and you will name it as version 2.0. Okay, we will make it as version 2.0. Maybe you want to include something about the founders as well. So on the third day, again, you make a copy of this, and again, you start writing right over here, okay, DevTown, and then again, you are writing something right over here, the images are here, then you're writing something about the founders as well. So you're adding more stuff. Now let's assume, and you name it at version 3.0 itself. Okay, now let's assume that you are also working on this with some other person. Assume you are not the only person. So in a company as well, you are not the only developer working on a project. There will be thousands of developers working on the same project, hundreds of developers working on the same file that you're coding inside of. So there are multiple versions right over there. Some other person who is writing the same essay with you is like, okay, I will continue writing from here. Instead of adding information about founders, I'm going to add the information about placements from DevTown. That how many placements have happened from DevTown itself. So I will take up the same version. I will create a copy of it, and then I will add information about the placements that DevTown is offering. And then you are having this version that you are creating 2.1. Somebody else is creating as of this point of time. So different versions are there. You will have like a final version, final version. So all these versionings that are there, you are not able to understand what is happening. All which particular file contains what editing did somebody did. Is this like what you want to keep? You don't want to keep this. You want to delete this particular version itself. Keeping a track of all these versions right over there, guys, becomes a lot more problematic with time. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Keeping a track of all these versions with time becomes a lot more problematic out there. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. So for that particular reason, inside of a company, you're not writing an essay, you're writing code. You have to write that code with thousands of other developers as well, working on the same project, working on the same file. So keeping the versioning, who made what edit, who deleted what, who included what things, what we need to include in the final project itself, that becomes very, very, very challenging with time. And that is also one of the concepts of DevOps itself. Why? Because it's not just the code that you're writing, but the operations that are related with coding. And that is solved using a technology that is called as Git. So Git is the technology, and the idea behind is basically version control. You're trying to control, trying to control the versions that are there, versions of different files, who is making what edit, who is adding stuff, what do you want to keep in the final version. All that is handled by this technology that is called as Git. And one of the most famous platforms, so like Instagram is a platform, right? The technology behind it is basically social media. But Instagram is a platform. Then you are having Snapchat as a platform. You are having your Facebook as a platform. All these are social media platforms itself, but they are different platforms. The most famous platform that utilizes this technology, that is Git, is named as GitHub. In the next 5 days of our bootcamp, guys, our main aim is to understand Git. Our main aim is to understand GitHub, how to use it, what are the different things from the most basic levels to the most advanced levels as well. Both are important because many of you guys will be coming to this bootcamp with little to no knowledge about these technologies. So we need to start from right over there to the most advanced level where you are able to utilize Git as well as GitHub properly. So that will be the aim of this particular bootcamp. And please make sure of this, guys, when you are in this particular class. Let me tell you guys one thing. There are 3 volunteers that are there in this particular at DevTown. So we are a non-profit organization. So there are 3 volunteers who has just one thing. Just look at your chats and then select the email IDs of the people they feel who are not here to study, and we just blacklist them. So even if you are here with us, you are coming on time to the classes, you are showcasing that you are trying to learn, but if you are here misbehaving in the class, you are not going to get your certificates. If you are here to learn, be in the class, guys. We are more than happy to help you guys with anything. But if you are not here to learn, please do leave the class immediately. And second particular thing, I don't understand. So please let me know what exactly you are not able to understand, so that I'm able to help you guys according to that. Okay. If somebody is not able to understand something, please let me know exactly what they are not able to understand, so that we are able to make you guys understand that particular topic properly, guys. My aim right over here is to help you guys out with everything. That is the reason why if you are not able to understand a particular topic, do let me know exactly what you are not able to understand. Otherwise, it's just wasting your time itself, right? Okay. Can you please tell me about version control again? So, guys, think about it. Version control. 3 people are working on writing an essay. One person is making an edit, the other person is deleting it, the third person is adding something else. Who made what edit, who deleted what is the final version of your essay? To track that, to track all these versions that are happening. Somebody deleted something, somebody added something, all these versions that are getting created every single time. That to have a control over it, to have an understanding over it in a systematic manner, that is what is referred to as version control. Okay. That is what is called as version control. You don't need to know anything about Git and GitHub, guys. That is what we are here for. The next 5 days, we are going to learn Git and GitHub, guys. Okay. Please say something about difference between Git and GitHub. The difference between Git and GitHub is very simple. Git is the underlying technology, the principles behind a platform called as GitHub. For example, messaging is one of, and photo sharing is the technology. Okay, messaging and photo sharing is the technology behind the platform like Instagram. Similar to that, here Instagram is basically a GitHub, and this messaging and photo sharing technology is your Git itself. You need to understand both the things, guys. Both the things are very important for you guys. What is the prerequisite for Git and GitHub? Nothing. It is very simple. There's no prerequisite. We'll be learning everything from the utmost basics in this class itself, guys. So the first thing that we'll be starting out with is some basic terminal commands, guys. Okay. We'll be starting out with some basic terminal commands first, because that is very important for you guys. Now, do not worry, guys, if you guys are having any kind of, you don't have a laptop, you don't have a computer, you don't have to worry about it, guys. We are going to start with the utmost basics. Okay. We are going to start with the utmost basics, guys. So even if you don't have a laptop or a computer, you guys can practice everything that I'm teaching from your mobile phones as well. We'll be using an online platform called as Replit. Okay, we'll be using an online platform called as Replit to learn everything. The reason behind it is that you need to understand not everybody is blessed to have a laptop or a computer right now. So we need to make sure that we are able to help them out as well, and they are able to learn right over here. What is the objective of learning Git and GitHub? Every single company in this entire world, an IT company, The person joining that company needs to have knowledge of Git and GitHub. No matter which field you are in data science, you are in artificial intelligence, if you are related to a platform related to coding, any particular thing that you're joining a particular IT company as, Git and GitHub is a very important factor right over there. Everything that you will be doing, you will be utilizing this technology in that company. That is the reason why this is one of the most important technologies to learn as well, guys. Okay, there is no prerequisites that you guys require. I'll be teaching guys everything right over here. Just be patient, learn right over here. That's all that I'm asking. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, I forgot about one thing. What is the fifth pillar of web development? Okay, some of you guys were asking that. I just forgot about it. So there is a fifth pillar of web development, guys, that is called as UI UX. Okay, there's a fifth pillar of web development that is called as UI and UX, guys. The fifth pillar of web development. Now, UI UX is a very important factor when it comes to websites. Now, as you're able to see, neither my drawing nor my handwriting is good. You guys were able to see that, right? Neither my drawing, neither my handwriting is good. But still, I'm having a very good high-paying job itself related to programming. But I can't design websites. There are two things, guys. Creating a website, coding a website, and designing a website. Making sure that the website actually looks good. For example, guys, try to think about it in such a way. A UI UX developer has no idea about coding. First of all, please do remember that. He cannot create any websites. He cannot create any websites, guys. He has no idea related to coding. I'm so sorry. All that these guys can do is design a website. Show us a picture of how the website should look like. Okay, not an actual website, a picture of how a website should look like. And usually if you are not good at UI UX, you can take up reference from a website called as your dribble.com. So DRIBBLE, guys, DRIBBLE, dribble.com. So this is an amazing website, guys, where you can get some great ideas about how to design a website. So this is one of the designs of a landing page of a website itself. So you guys can just select from right over here, web designing, and that will show you guys some great web designings right over here. You guys can take some inspiration from right over there for your website. Again, this is not a website, guys. This is just an image of how the website should look like. After that, it comes to us that we as programmers have to actually create that website itself. So that is the main thing, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know, guys. Great. So let's continue from right over there. Let's start off with Replit. So just open up Google, guys, and you can just search for Replit. Replit. That is the name of the platform that we are going to use. Replit, guys. Once you're able to see that particular platform, just the first particular link that you're able to see, just click on it. Replit is a free platform, guys. Even I'm using the free platform. As you're able to see, I'm having the upgrade version right over here. I'm not upgraded. I'm not going to upgrade as well. If I'm using the free version for the past 2 years, you guys can also peacefully use the free version itself. So now what we're going to do is we are going to click on create REPL, and then we are going to select, let us see if we are able to have a particular one right over there. Let me just search Git if we are able to get right over there. We're not. So we'll take up a basic Node.js template, guys. We'll take up a basic Node.js template. The default Node.js template will take it up, and we'll click on create button. Now, guys, please make sure you guys are not coding along with me. Please listen to me very carefully, guys. Okay. Please do not code along with me, guys. Listen to me very carefully. Otherwise, you will be most likely missing out on a lot of things, guys. Okay. Please do not code along with me. Listen to me very carefully. Otherwise, you will just be missing out on most of the stuff. So right over here, guys, on the left hand side, you are able to see all the files that this particular sandbox contains for us. So it only has one particular file that is called as index.js. In the middle, this is the place where you can write your code inside of that file. We do not care about any of these, so we'll just skip on both of them. We are going to go directly into our shell, guys. We are going to go directly into our shell, and this is where we are going to write our code. Now, as a developer, you should be very familiar with terminal commands. The reason for that is most likely as a developer, you are going to spend at least 20 to 30% of your time inside of the terminal itself. And having a good knowledge about and using Git and GitHub, you have to use the terminal. Having a good knowledge in terminal commands is going to be very, very, very essential for you guys. The first little command that we are going to learn about is called as the pwd command. Okay, present working directory. Directory is what you refer to as your folders. Okay, in your normal language in English, you basically call it as folders itself. Inside of programming, we call it as directory. That is the technical term for it. Just a folder itself. So where are we currently located at? Okay, just from the terminal, I'm not able to see any PC right over here. I'm not able to see any files. In which particular folder are we currently located at? That is what I want to ask from the terminal. Okay, so for that we use pwd, guys. Okay, or present working directory, where I am at presently working. So as soon as I write pwd and click enter, it is able to show you that, okay, you are inside of the nervous circular definition, that is the name of the folder, inside of the runner folder, which is present inside of the home folder itself. So you are able to get the exact location inside of your computer where you're currently located as. The second particular command that we are going to learn about is the ls command, guys. The ls command or the list command. This is going to list all the different files and folders that are currently present inside of the present working directory. Okay, please explain shell and terminal once. Okay, guys, please try to understand this. A terminal is basically, so when you interact with your computer, you use a keyboard, you use a mouse, you are able to see everything in graphics itself, right? You're able to see icons right over there, you are able to see shit right over there. Now when you deal with when you are going to become a programmer, most likely you are going to work upon a server. A server is not going to have all that. You will only be able to communicate with the server through a terminal itself. A terminal is basically replacing your entire graphical user interface. All these icons and everything that you guys are able to see that is clickable, that is going to be replaced by this shitty ass black colored box. And to interact with your computer, to do whatever you want to do with your computer itself, you have to do it through the terminal. Basically, the terminal is directly able to interact with your computer itself. That is what a computer is. Okay, that is what this terminal is, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. That is what it is. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Awesome, guys. So now what we're going to do is this ls, or the full form is list command, is going to list all the different files and folders that are currently present inside of this present working directory. Wherever you are, what are the files and folders right over there? So if I press enter, you are able to see we are having index.js, node modules, package.json, package log.json, labelit.index. These are all the files and folders that are present. Now, whatever files are there, if you hover over it, it will show an underline below it. Okay, if you hover over any files, it will show an underline over it. But if you hover over a folder, it will not show any kind of underline. So if I'm hovering over node modules, it is not showing any kind of underlines, guys. That means it is a folder, and the rest are all files. And the rest are all files right over there. Similar to that, if I want to continue further with this, after ls, the next command that we're going to use is called as mkdir or make directory. Mkdir or make directory. This will help us to create a folder, guys. Wherever you are currently present, it will create a folder for you guys right over there. Okay, so mkdir or make directory, create folder. Now the name of the folder that you want to create, so we'll create it as git. Let us put our GitHub. Okay, let us name it as GitHub. And we'll press enter. So that is the name of the folder that I'm going to create, guys. GitHub. That is the name of the folder that I'm going to create. So I press enter. It will create that folder for me. If I want to see if the folder has been created or not, if I want to see what are the different files and folders present inside of this computer, what command should I use, guys? Could you guys let me know? Want to see all the files and folders present inside of this particular computer, what command should I know right over here, guys? Could you guys let me know? What command should I write right over here? Could you guys let me know? ls, guys. Awesome, guys. You guys are so smart. So we'll be writing ls right over here, and as you are able to see, we are able to see GitHub folder present right over here, guys. We are able to see that now that exists right over there. The next thing that we are going to do is we want to shift from our current working directory, whatever is the present working directory, I want to shift inside of GitHub. I want to shift inside of that particular folder itself, guys. For that, we are going to use CD or change directory, guys. I want to change my present working directory from the current directory to GitHub. So for that, I'll write CD or change directory, guys. And then the name of the place where I want to shift. So Git, and I don't want to write the entire thing. So you can use an autocorrect right over there, guys, by typing Git and then tab. So that will autofill it. Okay. So I'm not writing the entire thing. I just write Git and then I press tab right over here. So it will auto complete it for you. So you don't have to worry about anything. I will press enter. And now as you're able to see, instead of getting just this nervous circular definition, I'm also getting git GitHub before the $sign, showing me that I've entered into git GitHub folder itself. And if I check that up with PWD, guys, if I check that up with PWD, you're able to see that now we are present inside of the git GitHub folder. Now, if I want to create a file, guys, okay, I've learned how to create a folder. I've learned how to check which particular folder I'm currently situated in. I've checked how, like, all the list files itself. I want to create a new file. I'll be using the touch command, guys, the touch command. Just like mkdir creates a folder, touch creates a file. Okay, mkdir creates a folder, touch creates a file itself, guys. So touch touch. And then we will be writing the next name of the file that we want to create. So file1.txt. File1.txt. There's a text file, a basic text file I'm creating right over there. And then I'm able to do ls. And you are able to see that file1.txt has now been created. File1.txt has now been created. Now I want to go back. I'm currently present inside of GitHub. I want to go back to my previous directory itself. That is nervous circular definition. I want to go back, guys. So again, I'll be using CD, that is change directory, and then dot. 2 dots, guys. CD dot, guys. This will help me to go back to my previous folder, guys. This will help me to go back to my previous folder. So I do CD dot and press enter. Now as you am able to see PWD, and I'm able to see that I'm present back inside of nervous circular definition, guys. Is it easy for you guys to understand? Please let me know. Is it easy for you guys to understand? Is it a little bit difficult? Anything problem or something like that? See, this is very important because from tomorrow we are going to start with Git. Okay, from tomorrow onwards we are going to start with proper Git itself. So I want to make sure that the basics that is there right over here, you guys are easily able to understand it. Because from tomorrow when we start with Git, guys, a lot of new things will start coming up. Okay, so this basic things, I will be using it again and again and again. I don't want to keep on explaining it again and again that this is what we did right over there, right? So were you able to understand? Are you facing it a bit difficult? You're not able to understand what I'm trying to say or something like that? Please let me know. Everything is clear, right? It is not hard for you guys. It is easy, right, guys? It is easy for you guys, right? Great, guys. Awesome. So try to understand this, guys. This is just the basics because we are going to spend the next 5 days inside of the terminal itself. Okay, it's on one day when we will be learning GitHub, we will be spending it outside the main thing, but every single day we are going to spend most of our time inside of the terminal itself. Okay, so it is very important for you guys. Every software engineer, if you are aiming to get into any IT field, GitHub is a very, very, very important thing for you guys. Okay, so do not miss on this, guys. I hope that everybody was able to understand everything. Okay, any feedback, guys? Am I going very fast? Am I going very slow? Any kind of feedback that is there, do let me know as well, guys, because I would like to make sure that I'm going in the right pace and I'm not going very fast or very slow with any particular topic. Now, guys, if you already knew the topic, please do not say, because I want to hear from those kids who are like currently present for the very first time they're coming up for my boot camps, right? Those who are coming for a previous boot camp, they know some of the topics are repeated, right? But that I need to repeat because the other students are new. Try to understand that as well. Okay. It's good. Okay, great. So tomorrow, guys, we are going to start with Git. Can I give you guys a small assignment for today if you guys don't mind? Can I give you guys a small assignment for today if you guys don't mind that? Please let me know. I wanted to give you guys a small assignment, guys. whatever we have practiced, these terminal commands, could you guys just practice that out on Repellent before coming to tomorrow's class? That assignment I'm not going to check. I'm not going to take it in as well. Not worry about that. This assignment I'm giving you guys because programming is one topic that you cannot learn by just listening. I'm very sorry to say this, but if you're just present in the bootcamp, you're just listening, you're not able to practice, then there's no point of coming. You are actually wasting your time. I don't want you guys to waste your time itself, right? So if you are there, if you really want to learn, I want to just give you guys a small assignment. I will not be taking the assignment in, so you don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to check it as well. Just for your sake, for your benefit itself, try to write all these things on your own. The video is available to you guys with lifetime access, so you don't have to worry about it, right? Just try to do it on your own once. It will be very helpful for you guys. Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know. Great, guys. Awesome. The next particular thing that is there is, guys, the classes daily will be of 60 to 90 minutes long. Okay. Daily, there will be classes for 5 days and it will be 60 to 90 minutes long, guys. That is the duration of the classes. If you guys want to see the certificates that you will be receiving, so most of the students who get our certificates post it up on LinkedIn. So this is my LinkedIn profile. So I'm just going through the LinkedIn itself and searching for a person that has posted their certificates right over here. This person has just posted the Google certificate. Somebody has posted all the certificates so that I'm able to show you guys right over there. So maybe he has posted the certificates. Now it is not working properly. Okay. Guys, I will be telling you guys about the attendance and everything. Please wait for the same because like I said, guys, the class is going to be of 60 to 90 minutes. The class is not over, right? It will take some time to the class to get over. So I'm just trying to find the certificates just so that I'm able to show you guys if somebody has posted all the certificates itself. So this guy has posted the 3 certificates. So this is the Microsoft certificate that you will be getting at the end of the bootcamp. This was the Python machine learning bootcamp that we conducted. This is the Google Developer Student Club certificate that you will be receiving at the end of the bootcamp. And this will be the DevTown certificate that you will be receiving at the end of the bootcamp, guys. And there is an Amazon certificate. This person, I think so, hasn't received the Amazon certificate up till now. But yes, these are all the certificates that you will be receiving at the end of the bootcamp. The only thing is that for that, you have to come to the classes on time. Okay, you have to attend all the classes live, guys. If you're not attending the classes live, you will not be able to get the certificates. Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know. Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know. One more thing, guys, we are going to start another bootcamp that is going to happen from 10th of July. I am thinking of starting a bootcamp that is a Hotstar clone bootcamp. So we previously had it as well. This is the website that you guys will be creating in that particular bootcamp. So this is one of our previous students who had created the project as well. So from 10th of July, we are going to have another bootcamp that is your HTML, CSS, Hotstar clone bootcamp, in which you will be learning HTML, CSS in its entirety. And then for the project, we will be working upon the Hotstar clone. That bootcamp is going to start from the 10th of July. Now, many of you guys haven't registered for this particular bootcamp. I'm able to understand that. But for no issues in that, just fill up your attendance. We'll take that into consideration. But for any of our future boot camps, if you want to attend it, registrations for that will be absolutely compulsory. Because if you're not registering for the boot camps, we'll not be able to give you guys the certificates. Because this is your first boot camp, do not worry about it. If you have not registered for this boot camp, just fill out your attendance at the end of the boot camp. I will be letting you guys know how to do that as well. You will still get your certificates. But if you want to participate in the future boot camp, for example, this HTML CSS boot camp itself for the Hotstar clone, Disney Plus Hotstar clone, then you will have to register for that boot camp. So there we'll be learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, as well as the project that we'll be creating right over there inside of the bootcamp live will be the Hotstar clone itself. That will be there. So if you guys want to register for that bootcamp as well, I will provide you guys with the registration link if you guys want. Give me a second, guys. I will have to recreate it. So I think so. The person who I told to create it hasn't done that. So I'll just do it right now itself. Do not worry. So HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, Hotstar, any clone that is going to start from the 10th of July, guys. Okay. So if you guys want to register for that bootcamp, I'm going to provide you guys with the registration link right now. You guys can continue your registration right now itself. I think so. After this Philip bootcamp, this is a good bootcamp for you guys to attend. Again, the bootcamp will be completely free. There will be no cost associated with the bootcamp as well, and it will also be associated with 4 certificates, that is DevTown, Google, Microsoft, and Amazon, which will be for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and for the Hotstar clone itself. So for those people who want to register for the program, I have provided you guys with the registration link. I'm expecting that at least 1,000 students from you guys will be registering for the bootcamp. Guys, you will not be able to get the certificates for the next bootcamp. If you want to register for the bootcamp, guys, I provided you guys with the registration link. Please do complete your registration right now itself. Once we are able to hit somewhere around, so for example, right now we are at 1,600 people. Once we are able to reach 2,600 people, guys, we will be providing you guys with the attendance for this particular day as well. The program will be of 7 days, guys. Okay, the program will be of 7 days itself. Like I said, guys, if you guys are interested in that bootcamp, that is there you will be learning. You don't have need to know anything from the beginning. I will be the one who will be teaching you guys HTML. Then we'll be learning CSS. Then we'll be learning JavaScript right over there. After learning all the technologies from the basics itself, you don't have to worry about it. We will then be creating the Hotstar clone, the entire clone itself, using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That will be the aim of that bootcamp. So I've already shared the link in the live chat right over here, as you're able to see. Please start your registration right now itself for the same, guys. Do we need to know JavaScript to understand Git and GitHub? No, not at all. This is for the next bootcamp, guys. So for those who are interested, please do complete your registration right now, as we are aiming that at least we will be able to get 2,700 registrations. So guys, once we are able to hit this number of 2,700, I will be telling you guys about the attendance as well. So you don't have to worry about it. As soon as we are hitting 2,700 right over there, guys, we'll be starting out with our attendance as well. So guys, if you guys haven't filled up the registration for the next bootcamp, please do fill it up right now itself. Okay, we are somewhere around 700 behind target. So please do complete your registration for the next bootcamp as well, guys. My aim of creating these bootcamps one after the other is that you guys are actually studying always. Okay, because most of the students that are there, they do not study properly, right? So this gives us a thing that, okay, the student actually has something to do right over there, and they are able to learn something, and they are able to they continuously learn new technologies. They make good projects for their resumes as well. Okay. Okay, sir, if I attend till last day and learn properly, can I add it to my resume? I know version control. Of course, yes, that is the aim, right? Of course, yes, that is the aim right over there. That you are able to add these projects, you are able to add these certificates to increase your resume, to make your resume a little bit better, right? So right now we have reached somewhere around 2,200 registrations. 500 more registrations are there, guys. Please start filling up your registrations, guys. Okay. Please start filling up your registrations right now, guys. Once we are able to reach 2,700 registrations, we'll then share the attendance for this particular class as well. Those who are completing their registrations, please do let the other students know as well. Okay. See, if you have not registered for this particular bootcamp that is currently going on, that is the GitHub bootcamp, do not worry, fill out your attendance. That is fine. We'll take your attendance into registration itself. But for the next particular bootcamp, you will have to register yourself to get the certificates. Okay. So please complete your registration, guys. We have reached 2,300 registrations. We are aiming for 2,400 registrations. It's 2,700 registrations. So please make sure that you are able to complete your registrations right now. As soon as we are able to reach our targets, guys, then we will go further with the attendance. So guys, those who have currently not done their registrations, I have provided you guys with a link in the live chat. Please make sure you are able to complete their registrations, because then again we can go further with the attendance as well. Okay, the faster that you are able to do, the faster we will be able to get the attendance as well, right? So please do complete your registrations right now. In that particular bootcamp, you are going to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and the project that you guys will be doing will be this exact project. This is what you are going to create using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, guys. The entire clone of the Disney Plus Hotstar website that you guys are using right now. The bootcamp is going to start from the 10th itself. So if you guys want to register for the same, please do complete your registrations right now itself, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. So I think so. We have reached 2,400 registrations up till now. I'm expecting that you guys will be able to do your registrations. While you guys are completing your registrations, I will try to create the. Please show the clone site. This is the clone site, guys. This is the Disney Plus Hotstar clone, as you are able to see right over here. This is what we had created. One of our students have actually posted it up as well. So this is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and you guys will be able to access. So it will be a deployed website. So you will be able to share that website with your friends as well. As you're able to see, this is your entire website, guys. If I hover over Pixar, Nat Geo, Marvel, so everything will be working absolutely fine. So this will be the entire clone that we will be working upon, guys, during the entire bootcamp. So there will be a lot to learn, guys. I know that you guys will be able to enjoy it as well, and you will be able to share the project with your friends as well. You will be able to put the project on your resume so that anybody will be able to access and use that website. They'll be deploying the site as well, so you don't have to worry about it. I provided you guys with the registration link. Please do complete your registration, and then I'm creating your attendance in the meanwhile. So we have already reached 2,500 registrations, guys. 200 registrations are still left. Make sure that you are able to complete your registration, guys. I'll be creating the attendance link in the meanwhile, guys. So let me start creating your attendance link in the meanwhile while you guys are completing your registration itself. Okay. So let me go right over here to start creating your attendance link, guys. It will take me a minute or two. Okay, while I'm creating your attendance link, guys, please do make sure that you are able to complete your registration for the next particular bootcamp, guys. Again, the bootcamp is free of cost. There's no cost associated with the bootcamp. You don't have to worry about it. I've already pinned up the registration link for the next particular bootcamp in the live chat, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, while I'm creating your attendance link. So it will take me a minute or two, guys, to create your attendance link. Do not worry about it. Okay, guys, so now your attendance link has been completed. I'll be sharing the attendance link with you guys right now. Please start filling up your attendance right now, guys. From tomorrow onwards, I might share the attendance anywhere. I can share the attendance in the first 5 minutes of the class as well. If you are not present in the class live, you will miss out on your attendance, and you will have to have 7 days worth of attendance to get the certificates. If you are not present live in the class from tomorrow onwards, you will not be able to get your certificates. You have to come live to the class. Okay. Right over here, guys, this is the attendance link that I've started giving. Okay, is this the attendance link? I think so. Yeah, this is the attendance link, guys. So I've shared the attendance link with you guys right over here. Okay, so right over here, guys, in the live chat, as you're able to see, this is the attendance link. Please start filling up your attendance link as well. Okay, this is the attendance link, guys. Please start filling up your attendance link as well, guys. Your attendance has been given to you guys in the live chat. Please start filling it up. Your attendance has been given up in the live chat, guys. Please start filling up your attendance. This is the attendance link, guys. Okay. This is the attendance link. You guys can start filling up the attendance right now itself, guys. Okay. Please start filling up your attendance, guys. This is the attendance link, guys. Please start filling up your attendance as soon as possible. As you're able to see, people have started filling up their attendance. There's no issues with the attendance itself. So please try to complete your attendance as soon as possible. We will be meeting in tomorrow's class. I have to go for another class itself. So guys, please do complete your attendance. We'll be meeting tomorrow and we'll be continuing from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Had a great day ahead. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye, guys. Bye.